Oh yeah.
Loki, AEW is trash.
Yes. Hey, with that being said,
What?
though, you are now locked in the First Best Podcast, presented by yours truly, Mason Worldwide, and the one and only Dixie. And real quick, shout out to Dixie. That bitch finna graduate tomorrow, so that's pretty crazy.
Hey, yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
he not gonna be getting put in lockers no more. He gonna be the one.
Oh,
What?
You let them do that to you?
nah, bro.
Nah, I'm playing. I'm
He's
playing.
lying on my name.
Nah, but on a real note, though, congratulations, though. That is a pretty fire feat. So W Dixie, bro. We got a high school graduate on the pod, bro. Dope.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, gangies.
Unless they don't call his name on the stage, then that'd be a bit awkward. But, you know.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Nah.
Hey, I'm gonna hit the gritty though. Trust.
Oh God. Okay.
Yo, that would be crazy. But nah, without further ado,
Bro was never allowed back.
nah, they're gonna get banned from campus. But nah, man. Speaking of awkward, let's talk about the releases that happened last week, and those being RTruth and Carlito, and there was a few more that I, don't care to mention, but the main one being RTruth, which is actually
Malarkey.
it was actually pretty sad, bro. Like, even WWE superstars were speaking. I think Raquel and JD McDonough was posting on Insta about it. Like, or no, that was about Carlito. But everybody was posting about RTruth. The Miz was posting, bro. It was just sad, bro. You would have thought, like, knock on wood, and God forbid this, happens anytime soon. But you would have thought he passed away. They was like the way everybody was reacting. Like, it was sad because it was like, dang, bro, like. Cause he's funny, bro, and he's like such a crucial part of the WWE, and like his character was just a hilarious character. So it did suck, bro. It did suck. But I'll let y'all go. Get y'all's thoughts off first, and word.
Dixie, you can go ahead because I might have a bit longer of a speech about this.
Nah, yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's definitely sad for sure. I mean, RTruth, he's been there
Yeah.
for how many years? About good 20 plus, right? If I'm right
Yeah.
about that. He's been there for a while, and then Carlito, he came back a couple years ago too, after being gone for maybe like 14 years.
Yeah.
So it's really the sad situation. I think overall it just came down to what they're doing on TV. I mean, Archer wasn't doing much really. I mean, Carlito, which is a background character of the Judgment Day, but I still like them both, which is why it sucks to see them lose their jobs.
Heck yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think this really just comes down to probably money and just a business decision overall.
Yeah, and I get my quick thoughts on it as well. It was just like it felt unnecessary, and disclaimer. I know they said they did offer RTruth the contract, but I guess it was like not what he felt like he was worth, so he declined the word, and so on that part it just sucks because I mean obviously. I just wonder what the numbers look like, bro. Because obviously he shouldn't be getting paid too much. I mean, let's be real. He wasn't doing much.
Tripping.
You think he deserved the contract that he was wanting? Just for him to be a gimmick character every now and every blue moon, come out, say a couple like a funny joke, and then go back and we never see him for another few weeks. I mean, they weren't doing nothing with RTruth. That's another thing. They weren't doing nothing with RTruth. Like, if I'm being for real. I mean, yeah, they did the John Cena feud, but let's be for real. What else were they gonna do with RTruth? Like, I'm not justifying the release. I still think that it was pretty crazy. But I do think like for the character that he was, I do think like demanding a crazy I don't know the numbers. We don't know the numbers exactly, but I feel like demanding a contract like that is a bit absurd when you're not doing much. Like I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's justified. I think RTruth is a really good character and funny, and he deserved to retire in the WWE, bro. And so that does suck. But I mean, that's just how the cookies crumble, bro. Like and he got bills to pay, so. It makes sense. I mean, if they ain't paying you what you want, then I guess All Elite is where you're going to be, you know? Where the sloppy seconds go.
That's crazy.
I guess
That's crazy.
If you want the sloppy seconds, I guess All Elite will take them. I guess they'll slurp them up. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And then with Carlito, I mean, like Dixie said, I mean, he was just a background character to the Judgment Day, which I'm not gonna lie, I liked. I thought it was funny. Like, I thought he was a hilarious part to that faction. So it did suck to see him get released as well. But it is what it is. I mean, word. But yeah, you can go ahead, Mason.
When it comes to people like RTruth and Carlito, they're both getting up there. RTruth is 52, I think, and Carlito's 46 or something like that. They're getting up there, of course. I think what is happening here, for one, I don't agree with anything about the money aspect. For this company, personally, in my opinion, money shouldn't be a thing. Money should come second to whatever the grand goal of whatever they're trying to do is right now. And for a company to be talking constantly about record profits every time they have a pay-per-view or PLE or whatever, they got to come out and talk about, this is the most people we've ever had in a building at one time, or in this specific building, we're breaking attendance records everywhere. For y'all to be making all this money, it's crazy to come to RTruth with an offer that's too low for him. And I mean, we don't know what he asked for exactly, but I mean, if they're trying to offer RTruth the minimum, which I think for WWE is like $150K a year, they're trying to offer him something like that, and he's been there for 20 years or something like that at this point. He's been putting in all the work. He's getting in like pretty big storylines. The John Cena thing, however you feel about it, it's a big storyline and
without a doubt.
All that stuff. But even with that, I think what's very understated for both of them is the fact that these two are like people you really need in the locker room. And I get that there's a lot of old fogies in the locker room, because the business is just transitioning to that point where the old heads are becoming a lot more valuable nowadays. But with RTruth and Carlito specifically, you have two people who are just willing to give. They're willing to give so much, one in the ring, but also they're very willing to teach all of these young superstars they're trying to build up. Carlito doing work with Dominic and JD McDonough, and RTruth just really doing anything for anyone. Like, he will be part of any storyline if they ask him. So just having people like these who are willing to work with the young talent and help them grow and become better, it's like, I mean, you can see it physically with the way that the locker room reacted to RTruth not getting his contract renewed. Like, these are beloved figures in the locker room, and I feel like getting rid of them like this it feels disingenuous. It kind of shows like we don't care that much about who's back there, as long as the money's right, and as long as we're still getting our bottom dollar. So it's not something I like to see from WWE personally.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, not to pounce on it for too long, pause, but it was more so just like, I guess, seeing it from a business perspective. It's like, because you obviously want to see WWE bring in these newer, bigger stars. Let's just say, for instance, I don't really know how the contracts are looking, but it's like, you'd much rather give that money like I said, we don't know how much they were wanting, in particular RTruth, but let's just throw this out there, just theoretically. Let's just say MJF contract is up next year. I know that's not true, but you know what I'm saying. Let's just say his contract is up next year, and let's say RTruth is wanting MJF numbers. I'd much rather release RTruth and sign MJF than to keep RTruth and then miss out on signing a big star, if that makes any sense. A big future star, if that makes any sense.
They won't, though. That's my thing. I get what you're trying to say. They won't, because the money. Truthfully, I feel like the money just isn't a problem for them.
I don't know. Like I said, we don't know how those numbers look behind the scenes, and hell, they could honestly just be blowing smoke out of there behind. Like, there's no telling what the actual number. And then people are saying that the WWE is literally at its worst, which is not true. Like, it's definitely not, bro. We've been around since. Bro, we had a feud with Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler at WrestleMania, bro. This is not the worst, bro. We are not in the worst times of WWE, I promise you. Like
I'm coming like
now
closer and closer to canceling my Peacock subscription
I'll
every
say
day.
this,
I'm being so
like,
honest.
it's not the best it's ever been, but it's definitely not the worst, bro. And but with that being said, it is like we don't know how those funds are looking like. Like I said, I mean, we don't know how the contracts are looking. We don't know. Like I don't know. It's just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we don't know, and that's why I'm low key kind of excited for the Netflix documentary or series that they're planning on dropping. I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like the behind the scenes of you know what I'm saying, Gorilla and things of that nature. But yeah, like I said, it sucks for RTruth because, like I said, he was a fantastic character. But at the same time, I do understand why they made the decision that they did, because it is like, I don't know. I just like how often you see RTruth on television. Besides, you know what I'm saying, recently with his feud with John Cena, it's like, like I said, I just think about it like from a business perspective. It's like, let's just say I own a job, or like I own a job. I own a company or whatnot, and let's just say I got Dixie over here working 10 hours a shift, and I got Mason calling in every other, you know what I'm saying, every other day. We're only trying to go home early. It's like, yeah,
Impossible. I don't like jobs.
I'm just saying, like, I'd much rather pay Dixie than, you know what I'm saying, word, if that makes any sense. And not saying that's how RTruth was, because like you said, he was willing to do any and every thing they gave him, but it is like they don't have nothing for him. And so it was something where he was only coming on TV for 10 minutes at the most and then leaving for like another couple weeks because they didn't have anything for him to go off of, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's tough though, man.
My other thing, I guess my other thing I didn't get to say, or I forgot to say, was it like people like RTruth and Carlito. When this is sports entertainment. This isn't like, you know, we're making like the hardcore real wrestling product like AEW is. RTruth and Carlito are names that you want in there. Like they're making the moments that get like a ton of attention on like social media and stuff. So it's also just weird from that aspect because who do you have to, I guess, be those comic relief guys?
Yes,
if that makes sense.
That's why I feel like the releases was just dumb, bro. Because it's like, why? Like I didn't like which they told us why, because I mean they didn't feel like RTruth was worth that much. And that's tough. Because obviously, I don't know. It's just tough, bro. Because like you said, now who do they have?
Yeah, because I'm saying like
relief?
every time one of those two do anything on TV, like the second I go to Twitter, it's like, ha! Look at what RTruth said. Look at what Carlito said. Like those are the attention grabbers right there, and they're just letting them walk because the money ain't right, I guess.
Nah, yeah. And like I said, it just sucks. But I just hope we done with at least for this year, because we've been losing a lot of like superstars. But potential releases being AJ Styles, Karrion Kross, etc. How like I guess I say that to say this is, who do y'all think is next to be put out? Or if there isn't going to be anybody, who do y'all think, like, basically I'm asking, do y'all think anybody else will get released this year? Like, big names wise. Not, I'm saying like
100%.
like the mainstream names, not like let's just say like a random damn, you know what I'm saying, word.
I think AJ is gone.
Word?
Honestly. Well, because it's, the thing is too, it's not like releases specifically. I think with all these people, it's like contracts not getting renewed. In the case of Styles and Kross, who have been announced at least some point in the past week, like their contracts are coming up. The deal hasn't been worked out. And so there's a chance they walk. I could absolutely see AJ walking. I feel like it could be the same thing. They lowball AJ Styles. And I mean, they haven't really been doing like the most with him on TV either. He had the Logan Paul feud, but that, like, since then, I couldn't tell you what he's been up to. And before then, I couldn't tell you what he was up to either. So it's kind of the same thing. Karrion Kross might leave. I'm not entirely sure. He seems very WWE pilled. And we know Hunter, like from the NXT days, we know Hunter loves him. So there's a chance like they try and do something with him. But yeah, I'm I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Because he's barely getting TV time as is. Like he didn't even get a Money in the Bank qualifier, and a lot of people,
that is tough
myself
to say.
included, we were like clamoring for put Karrion Kross and Money in the Bank. So
Nah, yeah,
it's
but
rough.
as we know, I think his time will come though. I think Karrion Kross is starting to get that wrestling universe behind him, if that makes any sense. Like he's actually starting to get he's over. Realistically speaking, he's over as heck. And I just doubt that. I don't think they're gonna let Karrion Kross go, just because, like I said, I mean, he's over right now, and I just think it'd be a bad business move to let Karrion Kross walk, especially since he's got that thing going on with Sami Zayn. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of it. I think they're actually cooking with that, with that whole storyline. But AJ Styles, on the other hand, I think it might be time, bro. Like he might be all elite. He got all elite written all over him, if I'm being for real.
Yeah, I could see that.
And that's tough because I actually like AJ Styles. But once he lost to Logan Paul at WrestleMania, I knew it was over, bro. Like I knew it was it. Like I knew he was cooked. Like dead ass, I knew he was cooked. Just like I knew that Braun Strowman didn't have nothing left in WWE. And same thing. Now I will say I was a bit shocked by the Dakota Kai release, but I could see it coming. Like when she didn't win the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Championship and didn't did she even get another shot at that bit after that? But regardless, I was like, yeah, I mean it's cool. Like word. And so I feel that same way about AJ Styles. And it's tough because I actually love AJ Styles. Like I said, he's a Georgia boy. I'm from Georgia, so that's gonna be tough seeing him wrestle for the trash brand over there in AEW. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. It'd be fire to see him put up on some of those matches, some 5-star matches against the Kenny Omegas and the you know what I'm saying, word. I don't really know the AEW roster like that, but I mean, I think he'd be a great addition for AEW. But yeah, and then besides those two, I can't really see any other main stars getting released. And what you think, Dixie, about the whole AJ Styles, Karrion Kross predictions?
I mean, in my opinion, I don't think AJ is gonna leave. I think he's gonna stay there. I mean, I think he said multiple times that he wants to stay there.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Even if they're continuing
And
booking
I
him
just,
like they are, I ain't gonna lie, it has not
I
been looking
mean,
good for
maybe
AJ.
because he is older. I mean, he got bills to pay. He got kids to feed. He's got a family. He's older.
I got kids,
The
man.
WWE money sometimes, that WWE money for sometimes legends goes a little crazy sometimes. So I think at this point in his career, I don't think he really wants to do all that in terms of wrestling a lot,
Yeah.
like how he used to. I think he just wants to kind of lay low a little bit, get the money, and just move it like that.
So you don't
And for
think,
Karrion Kross,
real
oh, yeah, what
quick
you
on
gonna say?
AJ Styles? I was about to say, so what if what if they present him with an offer, AJ Styles being him, and AJ Styles this ain't the contract I'm liking, and they be like, oh, well, bet you gotta walk. You don't think it'd be a situation like that? Cause I ain't
If
gonna
it's
lie,
like that,
I
then
didn't think RTruth was.
potentially,
I didn't think RTruth was ever gonna leave the W. I thought he was gonna retire in the WWE,
yeah,
and he
same.
literally didn't due to money interest, money conflict. So I don't know. And then like you said, I mean, that WWE bag do be bagging. That bit be bagging. So it's
Yeah,
I
Hey,
don't
but
know.
apparently not. RTruth wasn't happy.
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe it's not bagging
Hey, you
anymore
know
because
what?
TKO.
Maybe RTruth is just ungrateful. Nah, let's stop.
Oh,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I
No,
am
you know
not.
what? Tell all these CEOs, pay your wrestlers what they're worth. Pay your
Mm,
employees what they're worth too.
they
That's
got
my opinion.
they got to get them jobbers like Rey Mysterio to speak up. For him to be such a Hall of Famer, why he not speaking up for these superstars? See, that's what I be saying, bruh.
it all circles back to
No,
the Rey
I'm just
Mysterio
saying,
somehow, somewhere.
Rey Mysterio the real heel in this situation, bruh. Rey Mysterio is the reason why R-Truth got fired. Damn, it's Rey Mysterio's fault. You can't spell release without Rey Mysterio. I mean, you can, but
I don't.
you know what I'm saying, word.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
But my fault. You can continue though, Dixie. You was talking about Karrion Kross.
Yeah, Cross. I mean, like Mason was saying, he might be a little fed pilled. He came back to the WWE after he got released
Yeah,
when Triple H took over, so he was like, "Oh, this is my chance," because of
yeah.
that run he had in NXT. So it's it's like he potentially could leave just because of this opportunity that has arisen for him. Like he's gotten over, like you were saying, and like he wasn't in the Money in the Bank qualifiers. He's not going to be in the match on Saturday. So this could be his chance to leave and capitalize on the momentum he has.
Damn, for real.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think he might leave.
Yeah.
Honestly, he could
Leaving
leave.
might be better for him.
Wow, y'all really think
Karrion
so?
Kross, you are going back to TNA. We
Nah,
bringing back Killer Kross.
That bit finna be all elite.
Bring back control your narrative.
That bit finna be all elite.
Oh Lord. Oh hell no! Oh hell no! We ain't trying to watch no
Damn, so
control
y'all-
your narrative.
Bring
really-
it back.
I think he gonna stay, bro. I don't know. I mean, nah, he probably.
Don't nobody want to see Kevin Kassar.
Bring him back.
I will say this though, if Karrion Kross does end up moving on from the WWE, I think that'd be like one of the biggest, or like one of the bigger fumbles of the WWE, because I think he's gonna go on a crazy run. Like I said, he's just over right now. Like, bro, and my fault, not to harp back on the RTruth topic, but did y'all see on hell, even on Monday Night Raw NXT, they had like this chanting RTruth. Like they were saying truth or RTruth or something like that on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
when Sammy came out.
They're doing a "We Want Truth"
Yes,
chant.
bro, it was so fire. And then I don't know if y'all watched NXT last night, but on NXT the crowd was saying, "What's up?" That shit was so fire, bro. Like, bro, we truly are gonna miss RTruth, bro. I feel like that was a crazy release. That's probably one of the crazier releases, like even more so than the Braun Strowman and the Dakota Kai. Like it just was like, wow, like it was just out of nowhere too. Like it was genuinely out of nowhere. Like it wasn't like the other ones where it was like, oh, a group of like it was just literally out of nowhere, bro. And so that sucks.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, my bad. To get back on topic. I don't know. I feel like Karrion Kross he's over right now, and I think the storyline they have him a part of is pretty entertaining. I think it'd be a big loss. I feel like if they lost Karrion Kross, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be one of the bigger losses in my opinion, because I think he has a bright future, and he just has a lot of untapped potential, bro. Like I feel like Karrion Kross could cook, especially with the storyline with Sami Zayn they got going on. I do think him not qualifying for Money in the Bank was a bit of a dud, but I think they have y'all know Triple H. He loves a slow burn, and I think he's gonna drag this out as much as he can. And hell, he might win that bit next year. Like, who knows? I mean, like, we know how bro, Triple H be literally dragging shit. Like, word. So, you never know.
A-Town Down Under.
Facts. Like, they still, bro, they've been teasing the damn breakup for, like, 2 years
They've
now.
been literally a year.
Like, bro, let it burn. Like, damn, bitch, dragging it. But, nah, yeah, I think, I'm hoping, this might just be me and, biased, but I am hoping that they end up sticking around and staying with the WWE. They're both really good talents, bro. Like I like both I'm about to say RJ Styles, AJ Styles, and Karrion Kross. And
Crazy.
Speaking of signings, bro, MARIAH May. Oh my God,
Whoa.
it was glamorous. So hot. It was so fire, bro. It was so fire. Until like jog y'all's memories chat. So basically on NXT, the NXT Women's Championship division came out. They had a brawl. The lights go out. The camera pans. The light shines on MARIAH May. It was amazing.
Chills.
I think
Absolute chills.
Hey, what the Rock said?
Chills.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, that should be hurting, bro. Like, how the fuck he be doing that? I'm smacking the hell out of my arm.
He's strong as hell, bro.
Hey, shit, burn him.
Trying to act like my arm ain't stinging right now.
Hey, swear.
I'm saying.
But now, on a real note, though, I think they pulled that off perfectly. And it was so like, soon, too, because it's crazy, because it was rumored for, like, I said a week, and then literally,
yeah, it was like a week.
Damn, they did the same thing
Maybe
with
2
Ricky
weeks.
Saints,
Yeah.
and I love that they do it like that, because it's like I don't know, it's more suspenseful that way, if that makes any sense. Like with Ricky Saints, that bit they said he didn't get a contract done the next day that bit was on NXT, And on a random ass
Yeah.
segment too. Like literally it was straight from commercial break. Bam, we got Ricky Saints. And I think they did the same thing with when was it Johnny Gargano when he returned for the second time, Dixie? I think
Oh yeah, on Raw.
it was literally just straight off a commercial.
Yeah, literally right
Like-
off commercial break. Rebel Heart hits. I fell
Like-
to my knees, bro.
Yes, bro.
Top of the second hour.
Yeah.
Dude, literally, I
That's
fell
what
to
I'm
my
saying, bro.
fucking knees.
But I think they did it. I think they did it perfectly with Mariah May. I think she's going to be a great addition. Now with her being on NXT, I don't think she should be on there very long. If I'm being honest, I think she is so talented. Like and definitely could be one of the future. Like she could be the future of the women's division. Like she is like so dope and so fire. And like I said, I'm kind of like glazing right now because I don't really watch the AEW product like that. Right? I'll be honest, only know Mariah May because of Tony Storm. I'm gonna be for real. I don't know ball.
Hey, I mean that's not too crazy to say though.
Like I don't watch
'Cause
AEW.
those were her major feuds.
She came over from the UK, and that was like that was literally immediately how they set her up. She's Tony Storm's protege, and then she turns on Tony Storm, and then they feud, and she left immediately. Like they just literally brought her there. I'm sure that wasn't their intention. They literally brought her there for one story, and it's honestly the best move for her because low-key, AEW is trash.
Yes.
When it comes to booking women,
Oh.
you got like the big six. It's like that's crazy. I just realized what you were talking about.
Nah,
you got like the big six with who like Mercedes, Chris Statlander, Willow, Athena. Even though she doesn't get on the main show, she's just on ROH. And then probably some others I'm forgetting.
Sky
Britt
Blue
Baker isn't even there anymore.
Sky Blue Fire. Has
she even won a championship in AEW?
I'm
so dead ass. I don't think she has.
I only know
She
her
hasn't.
from other reasons, but nah, she fired though.
Crazy. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Nah, she fired as fuck though. But nah,
That brother's starving. That brother's starving.
But nah, yeah, I was gonna say I think it's fire though. And then the promo, she cut a little promo. I thought it was pretty slick. Like it was pretty dope. How long do y'all think Mariah May stays in NXT, and how long do y'all think she or what titles do y'all think she accomplishes, or if any?
Strap her up next week.
Hey, I'd be down.
hey,
Surprise entry.
Loki.
Hey, that would be crazy. But I could see her being the NXT Women's Championship, having a slight little run, and then I don't know. I think she lose when she drops the title. I think she'll be caught up immediately, almost like they did with Stephanie Valkyrie, like low key.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now I will say, like I think Mason said this last week, but I would have loved to see her debut at Evolution, the women's PLE.
Yeah,
I think that'd have been a
That
dope
would've been
way
dope.
to introduce her. But I'm not mad at how they did it. Like I said, I low-key like these quick signings, if that makes any sense, like the quick debuts or whatever. Like literally, like I said, I feel like they were literally, it was rumored last week, and bam, she's on NXT this week. So I don't mind it. It's not the worst thing in the world. Same thing with Ricky Saints. They literally had him, like, it was literally, I think literally the day of they said he was done with AEW. That night, that bit was on NXT. I said, damn, crazy. Like, it dead ass felt like, it dead ass seemed like they made the announcement on social media. He was released, and then literally the following second, that bit was on NXT in the crowd. I was like, wow, what the hell? They had that bit pre-fired, like crazy.
It's a difference in philosophy between the two companies, and it's part of like the whole business versus actually being a good boss mentality. WWE's like well known for having their release clauses and everything. So once you're like done with your contract, you still have to wait another 3 months before you sign with anybody or show up on any other shows. Whereas with AEW, once you're done, you're done. And I mean, the reason WWE does this is because it kills momentum. Yeah, it's smart and it's a good business move. It's just shitty for both the wrestlers and like the people who are interested in seeing them. It kills all their momentum because people go 3 months without. That's crazy. People go 3 months without seeing you on the internet, and I mean, that's basically like imagine if you had a YouTube channel. I mean, you have a YouTube channel.
Nah,
so Jay Bird, imagine you were on YouTube, you got your momentum with whatever you're doing right now. And you go 3 months without posting. The algorithm isn't going to be nice to you anymore, and nobody who watched you before. I mean, you'll have your loyal people or whatever. They're going to be like, "Oh, Jay Bird posted again, first time in 3 months," and then you'll have just the other people who are just kind of there, and it's going to be like they don't even remember you exist.
Yeah, they might not even get the notification. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Hey, the only person that worked for it is Corey Kenshin. Shout out to Corey Kenshin. Love Corey Kenshin.
Yeah.
That bitch take 2-year-long breaks, and that bitch come back and have $1 million in a minute. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But nah, yeah, I perfectly understand what the analogy there. But I do think from a WWE perspective, I definitely understand because, like you said, I mean, it's a competition at the end of the day. You don't want your like let's just say, for instance, with Karrion Kross, let's just say the WWE doesn't re-sign him, or he just decides to walk out on the WWE, and like you said, he can't be on. I don't know how it works, but basically he's not active for 3 months, and unless he's on social media. But I mean, if he's not active for 3 months, that momentum, like
that's where he is most of the time.
Hey, the Karrion Kross momentum that he has now is gonna be like literally wasted. Like he's not gonna have the same momentum he has right now, if that makes any sense. If he literally takes a 3-month hiatus, and so I definitely understand the analogy there. W move by WWE. I think, like I said, I wouldn't like I said, I wouldn't want Karrion Kross getting let go, and then going to that trash product on AEW and like
Crazy.
the WWE see what they missed out on. Hey, TNA fly though. TNA fly.
I hate this guy.
Ever since that WWE partnership, they've been cooking. They've been cooking, bro. They actually have been cooking.
I think it's actually the opposite, but
for real. Wait, what's been the opposite?
Well, like, with the TNA thing, because people were like, well, I mean, TNA was doing really good like last year, and then they fired Scott D'Amore, who was like their I don't know, like CEO or something, or I don't know what his role was, but he was like, I guess, one of the main guys backstage. He's kind of like the hunter of TNA, and so they fired him, or he left or whatever, and then everything's just been downhill since then. So TNA has not been doing well. No.
Oh, for real? I only watch WWE, so I just be.
I don't watch it. That's what I've heard though.
I be seeing them come on the NXT and stuff. I think that's fire. Like, and we got Trick and A, bro. Yeah. Like, that's fire. Like, word, Trick and A. Hey, that bit Trick. That bit is hard. Pause. But nah, yeah. I was gonna say, one thing I wanted to say, I forgot. We should be back. We should be back on air.
Stay with the cash like an XO cheat. Right, yeah, I see you on air.
Bro said I'm scared. I'm scared too. Shit, what the fuck? We back on the air, hopefully, for a little bit longer than we was before.
Oh, well, hold up before you do that.
Okay. We should be straight. Like I said, if it cut out again, we're just damn word. But yeah, I think the last thing I was talking about was Javon Evans winning the fatal 4-way match at Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
I think the North American Championship would be a good first step for him, like before he wins the NXT Championship, if that makes any sense. Because he still has plenty of time left. It ain't like he's on a short time frame. I mean, he's literally, what, is he even 21 yet?
It might be 21.
He just turned 21.
Yeah, so like he's still has so much time left, and I think you don't want to rush it with somebody like Javon Evans that has so much potential to be great and is great. So I could really see him being I could see him winning this match. I think this would be a good little first step into that main event picture that he's already in, but you know what I'm saying, word.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you about him winning the North American Championship before anything. That's the route I saw him taking too anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happened here. I think it's my thing. But I wouldn't be mad if it happened here. I mean, yeah, Ethan Page just won the North American Championship too.
Oh
He'd
yeah.
have like a very short reign. That's my other thing.
All right. So question: if he was to lose, you think he like goes back, like tries again for that title, or you think he gets called up soon? Not like soon as in like immediately after he loses, but like, you know what I'm saying, before the Great America, or like before Stand and Deliver.
Oh, before Stand and Deliver, absolutely.
I feel that.
I mean, yeah. If he lost it here, yeah, he's pretty much done everything that needs to be done in NXT. So there's not really a reason for him to stay. I guess unless he starts a tag team or something.
I was just gonna say that.
He doesn't really
Unless
need
he goes
to.
the tag team route, which would be,
he doesn't need to.
Which I don't know if y'all watched NXT last night. And this was actually my first time seeing this little group or whatever. It was the white boys from Evolve. I think they're called the.
Oh yeah.
Is that what are they called? The Vigilance or I forgot what they're called, but it's something with a V. But I low-key fucked with it. I thought it was actually very funny. And low-key, I gotta start watching Evolve more. Did y'all see those belts, like the Evolve Championship belts? They look so cool,
beautiful.
Bro. They look so cool. And like just the superstars they have over there is actually really cool. I can't wait to see like I think Sean Legacy was on last night. I think that's gonna be cool. He's gonna be a great addition.
Yes, he was.
Like we got like the future is bright for WWE, bro, and it continues growing and getting better and better. And but yeah, what I was about to say, what was that faction name? That's gonna bother me now that I can't remember. But it was
the Vanity Project.
The Vanity Project. Yeah. The crazy team name for the type of group they are. But I liked it. It was so fire. It was a bunch of frat boys. They came out their little collared shirts, short khaki shorts, and now like the loafers. Like, bro, they were like, it was funny, bro. And I like it, bro. It was actually just pretty entertaining. I think that'd be good. But I think that'd be a cool little faction for Ethan Page to take over. Like a good heel faction. I think they hinted at it, or not really hinted at it, but teased it a little bit with him tag teaming with them last night. But I think it'd be entertaining. I wouldn't mind it, actually. Like if he was gonna, I don't want to say form a tag team. I just can't see Ethan Page as a tag teammate, if that makes any sense. But I could definitely see him leading a faction of heels. I think that'd be entertaining.
Yeah, a nice little faction. That'd be dope.
Nah, for real. But just so we can make sure it's in sync with the past VODs that crashed. Dixie, who'd you have winning that fatal 4-way match? Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and Ray Phoenix and the Laredo Kid.
I think we're gonna get Ethan Page retain. I think he's gonna keep the title. Said he just won it I think so.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna retain it, and he's gonna finish his feud with Ricky Saints. And we're gonna get the Ricky Saints 2-time North American champion.
Okay. I see.
Fire.
And then as far as relevance goes, I think that's pretty much it for the Worlds Collide. I know they got the Stephanie Valkyrie and Lola Vice match, but I'll be so honest with you, I couldn't tell you nothing about Chick Tormenta. Like, I don't know who like Dally. I don't watch AAA. So I don't, you know what I'm saying?
I don't watch AAA enough to know who they are either.
I'm saying
I think it'll be fun though. It'll be a fine little match. Probably to get Stephanie some hype, I assume, is what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Then they got the match with.
I mean, she'll probably get a good showing.
They got the match with Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. So I think
I don't care.
As far as relevance, I feel like we covered all of it. At least the the main ones that everybody is caring to watch. Not saying that the other ones aren't worth the watch. I'm just saying word. With that being said, we can get.
I will say,
go ahead.
I'm glad to see a show. I'm glad to see a show with like the main roster and NXT aren't being treated like too separately. If that makes sense. Like they're getting involvement from all of the brands on the PLE. So I do like that.
I do think this is like a big step into eventually getting like a. I know this is like very like a very 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 long reach, but like I feel like this is the first big step into like AEW versus WWE. Like, I know it probably won't ever happen.
I
I know it. That's why I said it's a reach. But like, if you would have told a WWE fan, let's just say 5 years ago, that we'd be getting a Worlds Collide, they would have laughed in your face because of how Vince McMahon was so like only WWE and all WWE, and that's it. That's all it's gonna be. And so the fact that we're getting like these collaborative events like Worlds Collide and we're in like the TNA crossovers, I think we have a very bright future for like wrestling in general. I do think it is only I think they're only doing it with like partnered companies though, right? Like I think TNA is you know what I'm saying, partnered with WWE. So is AAA. So I think it'd have to be something to where, you know what I'm saying, word. I like I said, it's a reach, but it is a good first step, if that makes any sense. And so I'm excited for it. I won't be able to watch it. I'll be at work. Oh no, wait, that's this Saturday, right?
It is this Saturday.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the same day as Money in the Bank.
Low-key, I won't be able to watch that, but I will be able to watch Money in the Bank because y'all know I usually go in at 5 p.m. get off at 5 a.m. on the weekends. Mm-hmm. Well, for this weekend specifically, I'm working the morning shift, so I'd go in at 5 a.m., get off at 5 p.m. So I might be able to make it back in time to stream Money in the Bank, like at least. So that'd be dope. I'd like to get a, you know what I'm saying, a good reaction for that. But yeah, I think it'll be fire. I definitely go back and watch the Chad Gable match and the Fatal 4-Way. I think that's what I'm most excited for is that Fatal 4-Way match for the North American Championship. But word, W Worlds Collide, W AAA, word. And I think like you said, Money in the Bank is that same night. There's only 4 match cards that we know of, right? I think it's Becky versus Lyra.
Yeah.
John Cena and Logan versus Cody and Jay, and then the Money in the Bank matches. So that's a bit of a bummer. Ain't gonna lie. I feel like I don't know. 4 matches just looks weird, ain't it?
They're probably gonna add something else because there's no way any of these matches go long enough to.
I mean, the Money in the Bank matches usually are pretty long, aren't they?
I don't even know about that. That's the other thing.
For real? I think Lyra versus Becky. I'll pull it up. I think Lyra versus Becky.
Lyra might get a lot of time.
Yeah.
They went about 20 minutes last time or something like that.
Yeah, they might get a little more. Give them 4 more minutes.
Let me see. Yeah, so last year the men's Money in the Bank was $16.30, and the women's Money in the Bank was $16.50. And then we can even go before that. Men's Money in the Bank is $20.25, and women's Money in the Bank is 18 minutes. So I don't know. I feel like they aren't as long as they used to be.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I guess we could start with Lyra versus Becky and move our way up the reigns. Now I go first. Call me crazy, but I think Becky has to win here, right? Or no? I think Becky should win here. I think like they prolonged this rivalry, this feud long enough. If they really want Becky to get over as a heel, I think should, you know what I'm saying, develop some heat by winning that IC title, and then that'd really push the Becky Hogan narrative that people are throwing out there. This would really, you know what I'm saying, be the like that'd solidify that. Even though she literally lost at the last PLE, but I think it'd be good for that mid-card division as well, like for her to win, just because Becky's such a big name, and she's gonna, you know what I'm saying, where she's gonna take care of that belt, and it'd just be, it would really get the crowd over with Lyra. Damn, now I'm getting a phone call. But yeah, it really that's actually crazy, bro. Everything is like crazy today, but I think it'll really get her over with the crowd as well, because, I mean, you know, it's going to be some tears shed, especially if Lyra loses. You know, she's going to be all teary-eyed, because I'm pretty sure if she loses, she has to raise Becky Lynch's hand. And you're just going to hate, you're going to boo it so bad. You're going to hate to see it, and I think that's what you want to see in a match. Like, that's the type of storytelling you'd like to see. So with that being said,
that's just such a mid stipulation, though.
For real, I mean,
I saw it when I was looking on
too, though, ain't it?
Yeah. Of course, she wins the belt. I just saw it on Wikipedia when I was looking at the card. I was like, if Lyra Valkyria loses, she'll be forced to raise Lynch's hand and acknowledge her as the better woman. That's just, I mean, it's like very old school, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like a big pride
I
thing.
mean, yeah, I was about to say, if anything, I think it's more of a
it's not
pride
moving
thing.
me.
Yeah. I think it's straight. I mean, if it was a non-title match, yeah, I'd be very upset. But I mean, the fact that it's just like the cherry on top if Becky wins. I don't think it's nothing like too crazy, like, oh, blah blah blah. But yeah, I think Becky has to win here though, bro. Like having her lose back to back, that'd be crazy. Ain't gonna lie. And it's like, where do you go from there if she doesn't win? If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Becky retaining.
I also think Becky should. And
my ball. I
probably
don't know why
will win. Yeah.
I said retaining. I'm tweaking. Winning and new type.
I think Becky should win. For if Lyra just steamrolls Becky 2-0 in this rivalry and then it just ends like that, I'd be very underwhelming, and I don't think it'd do much for her either. So like we're gonna start getting Lyra Hogan on Twitter. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's about that time. She's held it for a while anyway. So yeah.
What you think, Dix?
Oh, hot take. I think we're gonna get a trilogy for sure.
You know I like my takes hot.
I think they're gonna run a little something back. If you guys remember, Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins trilogy, where Cody Rhodes swept Seth Rollins. I think we're gonna get that with Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. I think Lyra's gonna sweep Becky 3-0. That's what I think.
You think so? 3-0 would be.
I think so. I mean, maybe
bro.
I'm reaching for a hot take, but I don't know. I feel like I can see it. Because I feel like the 50-50 for the first two matches is kind of like predictable for every trilogy, which I get that.
I would be real though.
Maybe they do something a little sneaky. I don't know.
Bro, that'd be so bad for that. I wouldn't mind it though. That'd be very good for like Lyra. That'd really boost her. I guess you could say her run. That'd boost her run. Like defending the title against Becky twice back to back would be insane. But that'd be crazy. I think low key, I think that might be the match of the night. Low key. Not counting the Money in the Bank.
High key.
Like not counting the Money in the Banks, because I think the women's Money in the Bank is actually gonna steal the show though, low key. And y'all know me.
Yes.
I don't be, you know what I'm saying? I don't usually show the women love like that, but I think the competitors they have in that match, I think they're gonna cook. I am still upset that both of the guys that both of the superstars that I wanted to win the Money in the Bank, because we're doing our predictions now, but both of the superstars that I wanted to win, Carmelo Hayes and Chelsea Green, both aren't in the match. So I am a little upset, but I'm not mad at the people that are in the women's Money in the Bank at least. Like I think all of those are great options. Me personally, I'd swap Julia out for Chelsea Green. But like I said, I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it though, because I think she adds a bit of storytelling into that match that we don't really have. Because I think her and Roxanne they're gonna tie back to the I guess the social media interaction that they had a few weeks ago. And like I said, I think all of those superstars in that match are gonna like literally burn the barn down. But the next match I want to talk about before we get to the Money in the Bank predictions, I want to talk about the tag team match. John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. What y'all thinking?
Mid, ass, garbage, terrible. I hate double E.
Damn.
This match makes me lose my faith in the wrestling industry.
Damn. Is that bad?
It's not that bad. I've actually come around to Jey Uso recently. I'm not, I guess, his biggest hater in it. I definitely was never his biggest hater. I mean, some people definitely take it a bit too far.
I'm gonna be for real.
I think
Logan Paul gonna save WWE. He gonna make WWE great again. My fault. Continue. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. Oh my God.
Some days I wonder why I do it. They should just taken all your internet away.
Don't say that shit. That
I think. Yeah, let me not talk too much.
They might take that bit out for real.
we about to be out of a podcast. There's just gonna be no upload this week.
Hopefully that bit actually recorded. But go ahead though. Go ahead.
I think it's gonna be good. Logan Paul is gonna. Oh man, I hate saying this. I think Logan Paul and that youthful energy is gonna take some of the stress off of John Cena. He doesn't have to go the full 20 minutes or whatever to put on a good main event. So I think
is that the
Logan
main
Paul's
event?
probably gonna. Well, actually, I don't know, but I would assume it is. It would make the most sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's got both of the world champions in it, but damn.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Logan Paul is gonna do a good amount of like heavy lifting in this match, but of course he's on the ring with Cody, so it shouldn't be too bad on him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be carrying. I'll say that. And I think it's going to be Cody and Jay who win. That would be my best guess.
For real, I could see it.
Do some Superman
That's
type
your- that's
beat,
your-
Cody.
that's your prediction?
Cody is a major politicker. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you locking that in?
Yes, Cody and Jay. I think John's gonna try and cheat, but since it's a 2v2, we'll say he tries to cheat against Cody.
Mhm.
He's gonna have Jay as backup, and it's not gonna work out. And probably Logan Paul takes the pin, if we're being honest. But
Yeah.
that's what I think is gonna happen.
Dang. Okay. I'm gonna be devil's advocate. I think they're really trying to push this Super Cena narrative, but as a villain, I guess you could say like a dark Super Cena. And I don't think he loses on this last run. Is that crazy?
Dark skin.
Like, is that actually like crazy to think? Like, I don't think he's gonna lose in like on this last dance. I guess you could call it. I don't think he's gonna lose. I don't think he should lose, but until he drops the title, I think that's the only time he should lose. And I said this before. I don't think John Cena should even lose the belt. I think he should actually retire with the championship. Like, I'm being so dead ass.
That's terrible.
Like, ruin
That's
wrestling.
terrible
Like,
take.
if you're gonna ruin it all the way. Don't half-ass ruin it. Like, if you're gonna ruin it all the way. Like, take the title home with you. You deserve it, King. Like, he deserve it. He the GOAT. He deserve it. But yeah, I think I got John Cena and Logan winning this match. I think we're gonna get shenanigans though, especially if it is the main event. I think Randy Orton may return. I think he returns to help out Cody and Jay maybe. I'd like to see an appearance from Travis Scott. Huh? The one and only Travis Patty.
You're the targeted audience.
Hey, but we need Travis Scott. We want Travis Scott. Like, bro, he deserve it, bro. He fire. He making hey, Travis Scott and Logan Paul making wrestling great again. But nah, I'm locking that in. That's my prediction. I think I got John Cena and Logan Paul winning.
Who's
Jay-Bird, we will kill you with hammers.
Crazy.
That's what's happening. It's done for you, buddy.
What you thinking, Dixie?
I'm thinking, going based off history, and what I mean by this, I mean the last 2 years, you tag team matches in the main event of Money in the Bank to set up a future match, like how they did with the Usos, the Bloodline Civil War, where Jay pinned Roman in the main event, and then last year where Solo pinned Cody in the main event. I think we're gonna get Cody Rhodes hitting John Cena in the main event to set up SummerSlam. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Part 2, undisputed title, main event of SummerSlam, Night 2, because it's 2 nights.
So you got John Cena and Logan winning that one?
Now I got Cody,
Cody and
Jay.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, because I think Cody's gonna pin Cena.
Okay, bet. All right, I'm not mad at that. That's an interesting take. Like I said, I just I think I'm just biased because I really want this Super Cena run to like last, and I just don't think he should lose, bro. Like if they really want to build him up as the last great champion, which he is, then I mean I think he should win. Like he should be able to carry somebody like Logan Paul, like not like ring wise, but like as a character wise. Yeah, I think. What match is next? Y'all want to start with the women's Money in the Bank or the men's Money in the Bank?
I love women.
So we'll start with the men's.
We love women.
We'll save the women for last. We'll save the women's for last.
Yes, sir.
And the men's Money in the Bank consists of LA Knight, and then Penta, Andrade, Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins and the one and only El Grande Americano.
Steelers.
Yes. Hey,
Americano.
real quick, before we get into our predictions, what did y'all think about that main event on Raw? Like, y'all, that's crazy. AJ Styles, CM Punk. Nah, we gonna give it to El Grande. Is that not a little
Bro thinks
crazy?
we watch Raw. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying,
that's what's crazy.
I'm saying, but ain't that kind of wild though? Like, that bitch just. They said, nah, screw AJ Styles, screw CM Punk, give us El Grande Americano. And I love it. I love it to death. I think they cooked. I think they fucking cooked, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, my prediction, word, it's crazy.
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, it makes sense.
I love it.
I mean, do we really think CM Punk and AJ Styles have a ladder match in them nowadays?
I'm saying.
I know Punk just, like, he got done with the Drew feud last year. And they both put each other through hell in that bad blood match. But I don't see either of them doing a Money in the Bank match at this stage of their careers. I think they're just trying to chill. So and of course, CM Punk, it wouldn't make sense. He's old. And he's already won it twice.
I was about to say, and he just doesn't need it. Like,
I think, we all know he's not going to win it again.
And if he wanted to, he could literally snap his fingers and be like, I don't want a title shot. Like, at any moment, if he wanted to, bro. Like, and I mean, word. I don't think it was necessary. And real quick, before we, like, one last thing before we actually start getting into the predictions. Do y'all actually think that's Chad Gable? Do y'all actually think El Grande Americano was Chad Gable? Like, genuinely.
Bro.
I mean, I don't think it's him. I mean,
he was wearing some boots. He was wearing some boots that had CG on the initials.
Yes,
so,
but
his mask literally says American made.
I'm saying, but hear me out. I feel like they just working y'all. Like, I feel like they working y'all. Like, they're making it too obvious, bro. It's too obvious for it to be Chad Gable. Like, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I'm not even trolling. I'm being so serious. I don't think it's Chad Gable. I swear to God, I don't.
He literally has the same back tattoo. He has the same exact tattoo.
Yes, but I feel like when they finally unveil the mask, it's gonna be a different person. They're gonna do a last minute swap out. I'm telling you, bro. I don't think it's Chad Gable, bro.
It's gonna be Brutus. It's Brutus Creed. It's always Brutus Creed.
Dude, I thought it was gonna be the one and only. Tell me I'm not cooking. The Mr. Ankle Lock himself. Huh? Kurt Angles?
Kurt Angles is not moving like that anymore. Be so for real.
Kurt's old ass? Alright, bro.
Hey, nah, it could be Goldberg. Huh?
Hey, bro.
I'm joking. But not on a real note, I seriously don't think that is Chad Gable, though. Like, if you look at their neck, if you look at the dimensions of their neck, the back of their neck, he don't got the tattoo. And bro, why
what are we doing here?
Bro, I feel like it's too obvious for it to be Chad Gable. Like, on the mask it says American made. On the boots it says CG Chad Gable. I think they're making it too obvious so that whenever they actually unveil who it really is, I think everybody's gonna be shocked except for me because I knew all along that it wasn't Chad Gable. But we can get right into the predictions. Like I said, that was just a little filler topic I wanted to talk about because I just
strike his Wi-Fi.
I'm in so oh my gosh. But nah,
Dixie, we can't make jokes like that anymore.
Hey, for real, that bit actually gonna cut out. But I guess
we're good.
I guess I'll go first with my prediction. I think I'm gonna just go with the obvious answer here. You know what? Low-key, this gonna be crazy, and it is a reach. I think Andrade should win that bit. I'm gonna be for real. Andrade Americano. Andrade Cien Almas and word. El Americano.
You gotta stop.
Andrade, they could be the next I think they're gonna team up. Andrade Americano. Tell me I'm not cooking, bro. Andrade. Nah, okay. Let me stop trolling. But
Get out, bro.
Hey, I got you. I got you. Hang on, wait.
No. What is he gonna do?
I did the get out soundboard thing. But on the real note though, I think El Grande Americano would be the craziest like flip. But if I had to choose, gun in my head, I gotta choose who I think is gonna win. I have to go with LA Knight, bro. If they don't do it this year, he's never gonna win that bit ever. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it has to be.
No,
LA
let me
Knight.
stop. Let me stop.
I'm being so serious. It has to be LA Knight. If he doesn't win this year, there's no other opportunity for him, bro. It's Jover. Like, hey, we was talking about releases earlier. If LA Knight don't win this year, he might be next on that chopping block. I'm gonna be so serious because they don't.
Insane.
No, I'm being so dead ass.
That's insane.
They don't fuck with.
What
LA.
is he talking about?
No, hear me out. If they don't listen. If they don't let LA Knight win that bit.
La. I
Crazy.
can't hear you. We ain't hearing shit out, bro.
All right, wait. So you telling me this the third time he's been in the Money in the Bank? He doesn't win that bit. They don't love LA Knight. Why the fuck are y'all putting him in the Money in the Bank if he's not gonna win it? This the third year in a row, bruh. If they're not gonna have him win that bit, then stop putting him in there. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense.
Hey, I'm Kofi Kingston with it.
I guess.
Kofi Kingston with it.
Crazy.
I'm Kofi Kingston with it.
I'm
Kofi with it.
If not LA Knight, then who? And y'all can go ahead. Y'all can say y'all's prediction because I think that's the only right answer besides El Grande. Obviously, besides El Grande, like
only right answer is crazy.
But that's the only right answer, bro.
I mean, I feel like there's kind of potentially two winners here. Like, I think Seth could win it or LA Knight can win it. I feel like it goes either way. But I feel like if they don't give it to LA Knight on SmackDown, it's just like, what does he do? He's just floating around.
That's
what does
what I'm
he
saying.
even do, bro?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, if they don't give it to Seth, he's still got his whole new faction to play with, I guess.
To play with. That's crazy.
I didn't know the word.
So
he can move around. He can around with him.
So who you locking in?
But I think LA Knight. I'm locking it in. Turn the key. Throw away the key.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It's locked in.
Since that's such a stinky answer, please, Mason, please inform us on who you think is gonna win the Money in the Bank. Because I'm actually very.
You gonna say Andrade?
I'm gonna say who?
Andrade.
You gonna say Andrade?
Bro, hell nah. Bro, if Andrade, bro, I'm being so dead ass when I say this. If Andrade,
who do you think I am?
No, listen. If Andrade wins the Money in the Bank, and no knock to him, I swear to God, I won't watch wrestling again. I promise you, I won't. If Andrade wins Money in the Bank,
is crazy.
I will not watch that shit. I promise you, I will not watch that.
You'll watch AEW for a month?
I will literally watch AEW for an entire month if Andrade wins that bit. I promise you, bro.
I'm
holding you to that.
Bro, please do, because I'm telling y'all right now, if Andrade wins Money in the Bank, the product has failed me, bro. The product has failed me as a fan, bro. Out of all the options, hell, I'm not even lying. I'd rather have Solo Sikoa as Mr. Money in the Bank over damn Andrade, bro.
Ew.
I'm being so
not too much on Big Solo. Not too much on Big Solo. What we doing?
Solo in the bank, bro. That shit would be so hard.
Solo in the bank,
bro.
You understand, Sam?
Bro, like I'm telling you, anybody but Andrade. Realistically, he shouldn't even have been in this damn match. It should have been Carmelo. Carmelo was robbed, and Andrade is literally just in there. Like he's just, like you look at the match card, everybody looks like they're meant to be there. Even El Grande Americano, and then you see Andrade. Like, bro, I'm sick to my stomach, bro. Carmelo Hayes got robbed, bro. He actually got robbed, bro, and I'm upset, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm upset. Very. It don't sit right.
You know,
business.
Justice for Carmelo.
I'm seeing a pattern. He hates Rey Mysterio. He hates Andrade.
Yo, that's actually fucking
I'm
crazy.
seeing a pattern.
Wait.
Bro, no, you're not,
wait.
He not seeing no
Real
fucking
talk.
pattern.
There's not one black person
Solo,
in this Royal Rumble.
Solo,
or in this Money in the Bank.
Solo
is not
Solo
black.
is not black.
He black as Samoan.
I mean, it's Samoan.
Hey, what the Rock said? Black
Samoans are not black.
Veins. I'm saying he black and Samoan, ain't he?
The Rock is black and Samoan. Solo's just Samoan.
He related to the Rock though, so like, you know.
No,
it's somewhere down the family tree. He fit in there. He fit in there.
No.
Can I go? Can I go? Can we just
go ahead.
I can't even troll in peace right now. Real talk, I would not be mad if Solo won.
Nah, low key. Solo on the
Hey
bank.
man, the history's there.
Solo
history's
on the
there.
bank.
Who was the last person to pin John Cena?
You cooking.
I actually don't know. I think it was Solo. I'm not sure.
Hey, Solo on the bank do got a ring to it.
No, let me be for real. Seth Rollins is my like logical, realistic choice. I think it would make a lot of sense to give it to him, especially for this whole rivalry he's got going on with Jey Uso. If I was to make a choice on who I would have win Money in the Bank right now, it would be El Grande Americano.
That's what I'm saying. Man, y'all sleeping on him. Yeah. Bro, he would actually fucking cook.
Man.
He would actually fucking cook. Low-key.
That should be nasty.
Yo, that would be... Bro, that's peak wrestling. That's peak storytelling if he wins that bit.
Absolute cinema.
Hey, facts. Especially if it really is Chad Gable. Oh, my God. That would be so fire, bro. Holy. But, and so you locking in Seth Rollins or El Grande? Who you locking in?
I'm gonna lock both of them in. We'll say 75% Seth, 25% El Grande.
Damn, so we're doing
I actually do believe he could win it legitimately.
Wait, we doing co-votes? If that's the case, I want to change my answer too. Then I'm going 80% LA Knight, 20% El Grande. But the only reason why
nobody said you couldn't.
The only reason why I have little faith in El Grande, like why I genuinely think that he should win it, because I mean, what's the point in like having him win that main event? Like, cause let's be honest, like CM Punk or AJ Styles, yeah, they're older, but they could have, you know what I'm saying, just off name value alone, they could have, you know what I'm saying, held their own in that Money in the Bank match. And I don't know, like I could genuinely see El Grande win that, bro. Imagine, bro, like a bro, the briefcase, bro, he would actually cook, bro, like like that'd be a very good, like, cause let's be real, like how much longer do y'all see the El Grande Americano gimmick going on? Like this could, if he wins Money in the Bank, that could definitely be prolonged and into great storytelling and very funny storytelling, and that's the only reason why I'd pick him, but. I'm locking, like, my real answer, like, who I think is going to win it has to be LA Knight, bro. Like, I know I said it, like, a quadrillion times, but it's like, bruh, if he, like, this is the third year in a row. Hell, who was in his qualifiers match? Like, who was in his qualifier? It was LA Knight versus who and who? I can't remember.
Shinsuke and Aleister Black.
Aleister Black, yeah.
Hell, you could have threw Aleister Black in that bit if you wanted. If, like, realistically.
They really could have, though. Like, they really could have.
If they're going to have LA, because it just ruins everything that you're building up for LA Knight. Like, bro, and like, not to knock on his age, but it ain't like he the youngest buck in the damn, in the company. Like, when are you going to pull the trigger on LA Knight before his momentum completely stalls out? Like, let's be for real. Like, yeah, the U.S. title run is cool and all. But it's been, what, a year, 2 years? Like, it's time. Like, bro, he's over. Like, every time you hear that LA Knight theme song, you get a good pop. Like, bro, like, if not now, then when, bro? And I know we've been saying that shit for the past 2 Money in the Banks. But, like, literally, this is... Hey, what in baseball, there's 3 strikes, bro. This is his third at-bat, bro. If he don't strike this time, he's out, bro. And I'm being so serious. I think this is his last shot. And so I got LA Knight. I'm locking that.
I fully get what you're saying. I don't think it's his last shot per se. But what I do think is going on right now, the World Championship scene is locked up at least until SummerSlam, most likely, with Cody and John Cena going back at it again. And he can't really go back to the U.S. title scene either because he's 3-time champ now, and he just lost it at WrestleMania, and he lost the rematch at
Backlash?
He lost the rematch at Backlash. Yeah. Too many pay-per-views, man. I'm telling you. I can't remember what's been happening.
Bro, and not to cut you off, but Money in the Bank literally... Yeah. Bro, it seemed like just yesterday they announced it. That bit is literally coming up this weekend. Like, that's crazy. Like, you weren't kidding, bro. They were flying through these PLEs.
But yeah, with World Championship scene being, like, locked up, so he can't, like, go straight for that if he loses Money in the Bank, and then U.S. title scene can't go back to that at this point. It's kind of over and done. Unless they're going to make him do a tag team with somebody, which, I mean, SmackDown's tag division is already fine, so they don't really need a thrown together team. He's not going to have a lot to do in the next, I guess, few months.
That's what I'm saying,
without winning Money in the Bank.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless he's like feuding with Drew McIntyre, like they really want to do that, but I don't think it'd be good for either of them right now. Well, actually, no. Drew McIntyre's injured. I just remembered that. So, he's not injured, but he's on a leave of absence or whatever. Yeah. So, unless they're trying to put him in a high-profile feud with somebody, which is really difficult because SmackDown doesn't have that much main event talent. Like, it's pretty much John Cena and Cody Rhodes. I guess you put LA Knight up there too. But outside of those, he can't feud with Damian Priest. They're both faces.
Yeah.
So he's not really gonna have much to do.
And see,
if he doesn't win it, yeah.
The only thing that I'm kind of like hard stuck on, and like why I'm kind of hesitant on this decision, because if LA Knight does win, how do you book that Money in the Bank cash in? Like how would y'all book that Money in the Bank cash in if LA Knight is the winner? Like, cause it ain't like he can be, like it ain't like he could be like a heel and sneakily, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I want El Grande Americano to win it. But I think LA Knight needs it more. But how do you book that though? Like, how do you book him as Mr. Money in the Bank as a face? Does he just call his shot whenever he wants it, or how? Like,
I think
how would you go about doing that?
I mean, I proposed this for Drew McIntyre, and that's why I would have wanted him to win Money in the Bank again, just because. Well, one, he won it last year, and I know people probably aren't the biggest fans like back-to-back winners, but I feel like Drew McIntyre should be the guy to end John Cena. It makes a lot of sense, especially with the run he's been having recently, and so I guess you could kind of slot LA Knight into that spot, have him just take the championship from Cena when he's most vulnerable. If you think John Cena should like retire with the belt, I feel like whenever it comes time for his last match, LA Knight's John Cena's gonna fight whoever, and it's gonna take a lot out of him, and eventually he's gonna win, and so it looks like he's leaving with the championship, but then LA Knight comes to save wrestling. If they really want to make LA Knight a star, that would probably be a good way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Realistically, and
I would still
they already had that history too. They were a tag team. I
would really like that spot I would really like Drew to have that spot to be the guy who saves us from John Cena, just because I think he deserves it. But if it was LA Knight, I wouldn't be mad at that in the slightest, and I think it would be a really good moment.
Nah, yeah, I think, but like, so how, like, do you have him just like surprise cash in, or just literally call his shot like, yo, Cena, like, blah, blah, blah? So you have him surprise cash in?
I think more Money in the Bank winners need to be surprise cash-ins.
It definitely does.
Yeah, the whole I'm calling my shot thing, I get it. It's like you're a face, or you're just trying to be the good guy or whatever, and you don't want to look like a coward by taking the easy opportunity. I want people with the Money in the Bank briefcase to be smart. The fact of the matter is you won that match to win the briefcase, and it literally says you can cash it in whenever, wherever you want for a title match at any time, as long as you got a referee. I need more people to stop trying to be the good guy and start being the smart guy and do what you need to do to win that championship, because that's more important than anything else.
Yeah. The only thing, cause it's so difficult with faces, because no, I'm saying it like I feel like that's why heels are more entertaining as Mr. Money in the Banks or Money in the Bank winners.
Of course.
Because they are sneaky with it and they are shenanigans involved. Faces don't usually, like you said, they don't usually come off as like cowardly, like, and that's what I'm trying to think, because if LA Knight wins, it ain't like he's gonna have many opportunities, because John Cena barely wrestles. You know what I'm saying? Like, he only got a couple more matches, so it's like, how do you book him holding that, like stashing the briefcase, if that makes any sense? Unless they do what they did, nah, they wouldn't do that. There's no way they would do that, right? Like, I low-key was finna, like, fan theory, there ain't no way they do what they did last year and have LA Knight win it and cash in that same night. No way John Cena loses the belt at Money in the Bank. Nah, hell nah.
That'd be so dumb.
That'd be so,
I get like
hell nah. I couldn't see it.
There's like the whole desire among the fan base, like they want the John Cena retirement tour from hell to end. Not because he's so dominant, but because like it just hasn't lived up to expectations. But I think the worst thing WWE could do right now is just to end it, like him with the championship, just because. Well,
but they finna pull
like, I mean,
kill it.
Yeah.
But that would actually be bad.
It might be bad TV or whatever. I mean, because I'm not watching anymore, so like it could be labeled as bad TV. But at this point, you're kind of so deep into it. I think the worst thing you could do is admit that it was wrong and ruin John Cena's retirement tour.
Oh, yeah.
And he has to go out like a wimp for his last 6 months or whatever. Like, that would suck way more than whatever's going on TV right now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like I said, that's the only thing I'm like hesitant on because I don't want him to win money in the bank and literally just have it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
He might as
know.
well. Why not?
I'm saying like I don't know, Loki. I think he should cash in on Jay, bro. Fuck Jay Uso. But I'm biased though. I only want him to cash in on Jay because I genuinely want John Cena to retire with the belt. I'm being so dead ass.
That's a terrible idea.
I'm being so dead ass. I genuinely want him to retire with the belt, bro. Like, I mean, he deserves it. Like,
That'd be
bro,
the
shout out.
that'd be
to
the weakest possible. That'd be the weakest possible ending to the return.
Hell
Like that would
nah.
truly make it. That would truly make it a 0 out of 10 if he's just doing
Fuck
bullshit.
no.
Like you know,
You think so? You
what
think
people have been saying online. It's just bullshit for however many months, and then he just retires with it. Like nobody gets their big moment from Cena or whatever. Like it's just that's it. Cena wins. Lol.
so? You think
That would be crazy.
You think that would make that a 0 out of 10? I don't think
If John
so,
Cena
bro.
retired with the belt, yes.
Bro,
Given that the what we're getting from his retirement tour right now isn't like what really a lot of people wanted, it would absolutely be horrible if he just had like shitty matches and then had a shitty run and had shitty feuds and then ended it by going out as the top guy still.
I don't know. I think I'd have to disagree, bro. Like, I mean, it's probably not the. I don't know. I mean, bro, I think this would be like the nail in the coffin. Like, bro, literally, he said he was gonna ruin wrestling. I don't think he's joking when he's saying that. Like, he dead ass finna ruin wrestling. Like, bro, stand on business. Ruin that bitch. Ruin it all the way. If you gonna ruin it, bro.
Oh,
and the way you ruin,
you're not supposed to like it.
Bro,
He said he was ruining it.
The way, the way you ruin wrestling is literally ending wrestling, ending all the like tutelage, all the history behind it. Like you end it, bro. End that bit with you, John Cena. End it, King. End it, Goat. End it, John Cena, Mr. 17 time. Like you end that bit, bro. Like I know it's a reach, but that'd be like peak storytelling. That's peak storytelling. Cause like, bro, he literally like that'd be crazy. But nah, yeah.
I think it should be Joe Hendry.
Ooh. Damn. We took a left.
My bad, pimp.
We took a crazy left turn. We took a crazy left turn. That is actually crazy. But
that's long-term storytelling.
Nah, that would be that is crazy storytelling. That's wild. But oh, what I was gonna say. Yeah, so that's our men's predictions. I think those are I think that's pretty solid. We pretty much I got LA Knight, Dixie, you had LA Knight locked in, and I think Mason, you said Seth Rollins, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Seth.
so we got LA Knight, Seth Rollins. I think that'd be a solid match. And then last but not least, for Money in the Bank, we have the women's Money in the Bank match. And I'll let Mason start us off since he's the you know what I'm saying, word. We all love women though, chat. Women are fire.
My prediction is Mariah May.
Damn, surprise entry, huh?
Yeah. No, let me stop. I've had it locked in since like post WrestleMania, pretty much. Naomi, easy.
Word.
It makes the most sense. It has like the best possible follow up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's the way they should go.
Yeah. And you want to go DC or you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, I got it. It's gonna be a little short. I know what I want. Jason just said it. Naomi, she has to win this briefcase. She just got the new character, the new theme, the new presentation, and every week she coming out, she getting her ass beat by Jade. So it's like, bro, we gotta continue that for another like couple months. Like, give her the briefcase. She needs it.
Sweet.
She deserves it.
And
real quick, with what you were saying before, with like the Money in the Bank is better for heels than faces, just because they can,
exactly, bro.
like it's just so much better character work. Yeah, Naomi just has that in the bag. Like she'll be the best, cowardly, annoying heel possible with the briefcase.
Dude, it'd be awesome with that briefcase.
That's what I'm saying, and as you guys know, I think it's a clean sweep. I think we all, because I'd have to retweet everything y'all just said. Naomi definitely she. Not only does she need to win, she has to win. Like if she doesn't win, I don't know what you do with that new character that she has. Like and like if she doesn't win, then who else? Like even you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say like Roxanne, if you really wanted to like strap that rocket to her back. I don't think Rhea needs it. I think it's too soon for Stephanie or Julia. I wouldn't mind Alexa winning it, but it's like she's a face. I think two faces as Money in the Bank winners. If LA Knight is gonna win as well. I just don't think it'll hit. And fact check me if I'm wrong. Has Alexa Bliss ever won Money in the Bank? Like, has she won before or no?
Yeah.
She has. And so it's like,
Yep.
I don't know. I think Naomi's the obvious choice
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I'd be heartbroken if she doesn't win because it's like, bro, like Naomi deserves the world. She's such a great character and person, and she's killing it right now. And like Dixie said, she's just like getting cooked by Jade Cargill every single week. Like, bro, come on, spare us. Like give us a payoff that we want. You know what I'm saying? Like a payoff.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said,
And-
Mason, like she's a heel, so it's like, come on, bro. Like heels always do amazing work as Money in the Bank winners.
Her first championship reign back in 2017 was so bad.
Yes.
Like if you remember that, like
Yeah.
it was a great moment when she won at WrestleMania 27 or WrestleMania 33, and then they did absolutely nothing to follow up on that, like to make her a truly credible like main event women's wrestler. So I'd love to see her get that redemption.
Quick question: if she wins, do y'all think she has a successful cash in?
Oh, she has to.
Has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think so.
She will proceed with caution.
I would actually be sad as hell. I'd be sad as hell if she did, like, if she went, bro. Imagine she wins the Money in the Bank and then like fails the cash in. Like, I would be. That's
Yo,
terrible.
that would be the most Triple H like decision ever. Like, the first woman to lose her cash in is a black woman.
I will
That
sue
would be the most Triple H shit ever.
WWE.
No, nah, y'all know how y'all be saying y'all gonna raid HQ? Dead ass, like that's the type of timing, like, bro.
We making a trip.
That'd be so.
We sliding for Naomi. Fucking, we sliding for Dakota Kai. I need her back in the WWE in the Fed.
Triple H, we coming for you.
Nah, yeah, yeah, and yeah, I think that wraps up our women's Money in the Bank predictions. One thing I do want to top on, that's crazy as hell. Talk on before we get into our bird is the word. When we mentioned El Grande winning Money in the Bank, one of the topics that Mason suggested was the IWC versus El Grande Americano. Can you speak on that a little more? I just want to, you know what I'm saying, word, because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, so I'm just curious. I got to defend my, you know, word, the greatest luchador ever.
Listen.
I mean,
Okay. Anyway, I'm a big fan too. So you know, we're doing a lot of assumptions with this. We have to first, you know, believe that Chad Gable is El Grande Americano because that's the running theory among the fans. That's what they're going with for what everything that's been going on. So
theory.
What do you got?
What if it's Austin Theory? No, let me stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault. You can go ahead. My fault.
No, that's good. That's good. What was I trying to say?
My fault. Okay. Bad.
So, the IWC was in an uproar about El Grande Americano's win in the Money in the Bank qualifier on Raw for a couple of reasons. The first reason being that he beat CM Punk and and AJ Styles, my bad. Which, to address that, firstly, I don't care that he beat CM Punk and AJ Styles. I like both of them too. That's the other thing. Yeah. But once again, I said it before. What are their old asses about to do in a Money in the Bank match that we're really gonna, you know, that we're really excited to see? Because once again, we know neither of them are gonna win it, and they're just not they're not going out and doing. They don't need it. They're not gonna win it, and they're not gonna go out and do like big spots like the AJ might. AJ's got he's still got some gas left in there. Punk is not about to be doing dives off ladders and superplexes off the ladder through tables and whatnot. He would be in there doing the bare minimum. So we're not even going to address that point fully. The other thing is that they don't like El Grande Americano's character. They're calling it cultural appropriation.
Oh my fucking god, dude! Like, it just don't be that deep, bro. Like, bro, I understand like where people be coming from, but it's like it ain't like he just going out there, damn, you know, and doing like stereotypical shit. Bro, literally just an American luchador, bro. Like, he's just portraying himself as a luchador. Like, bro, and it ain't even like he disrespecting the culture at all. Really, he's literally just going out there. He's throwing up Chad Gable, like taunting moves. Like, bro, the only thing you can say that I guess you could say disrespecting is literally just a mask. That bitch got a mask on. That's literally it. Like, bro, chill. It's just a mask. Like, bro, and obviously he's not the greatest luchador of all time in y'all's eyes. In mine he is, but word, it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, word. he's not claiming it. You know what I'm saying? That like he's just out here. Oh no, he is claiming it. He actually is.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
But it's part of the gimmick, bro. That shit is funny. Like, bro, I think like. Not to be that guy, but I just feel like people gotta loosen up. Like, it really ain't that deep, bro. Like, it really ain't. Like, if I'm being for real.
Yeah, low key, I feel that because, like, you know me, I am Mexican, but like this character doesn't offend me in any way. Like everybody on Twitter is like, oh my god, this character is like all racist and all that. But I don't mind the character at all. I don't find it racist.
I just don't
To
get
me,
it.
no, to me the character is just kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, for real?
Like I don't see
Whoa.
the
I've been
entertainment
loving
part.
it.
I'm not gonna lie.
I've been eating that shit
Just
up.
'cause-
Dude. Feed it
Because
to
we've been
me.
seeing the whole mask and the metal thing. It's just like, dude, we've seen it before already. Get to the point. Like, I don't know. I find it boring.
And that's
Crazy.
that slow,
That's crazy.
That's that slow burn that Hunter be on, bro. Like, I don't know why. I do agree with you with the get to the point part, but I'd have to disagree. I think it's hella entertaining. Like, I draw back to this comparison. I like this El Grande Americano Chad Gable storyline over the damn Elias and Ezekiel storyline. That shit was awful. You want to talk about terrible?
That shit was awesome,
terrible.
bro. No, bro.
I think
No.
that's where we just flipped the script. I don't know,
Ezekiel
bro.
was heat.
Nah, that I didn't. I word.
Tripping
That shit was
like
peak
Ezekiel
TV.
ain't one of the tripping like Ezekiel ain't one of the best to ever do it. That's crazy.
Kevin Owens carried that.
Dude, he was goat.
If it wasn't for Karrion,
Elias.
TV.
I'm not even joking. Kevin Owens carried that feud, bro. If it wasn't for Kevin Owens, that junk would be trash, bro. Like, thank God for Kevin.
Just a hater.
I'm just being honest, bro. People be
That was peak TV during that time.
fuck,
That was peak
no,
TV.
that was not.
Yes,
Bro, we was
bro,
in a drought. Nah, we was in a drought. That's when Vince was at the helm, and you could tell. But I meant to mention this earlier. I meant to actually mention this earlier. You was talking about AJ Styles, CM Punk, and El Grande. Low key, is it crazy that AJ Styles actually could have benefited from winning winning the Money in the Bank? Because we've been talking about this the whole pod. Like, there really ain't nothing for AJ Styles to do in the WWE. Like, especially if they're not gonna like actually book him properly. So it's like low key, this actually might have been a good like chance for him to win Money in the Bank. Like, I don't think it would have been the best like outcome. Like, I don't know if I want to see AJ Styles be Mr. Money in the Bank, but he could have benefited like crazily from it, if that makes any sense. Not to harp back on Money in the Bank, but yeah.
He would have been another Miz.
For real?
I think they would have just used him as a transitional champion. Miz 2020, not 2011, but whenever he won it from Drew McIntyre and then lost to Bobby Lashley a week later.
I don't think it would have been
They just
like
do
that.
something like that.
Hell, if they did that, thought no, bitch. Like, if I'm AJ Styles, I'm quitting, bro. That's embarrassing, bro. Like, because the way I thought it was gonna go, I'm not gonna lie. I thought AJ Styles was gonna win, Money in the Bank, that is, and he was gonna be the one to end John Cena's reign. Because AJ Styles are like him and John Cena.
Man, what the fuck?
So you don't think that'll cook? I'm just saying, like, bro.
No.
So I'm saying they had that banger of a match. Why not recall back to that? And like I said, this actually gives AJ Styles something to do. He's too big of a name to do nothing with. Like, this is the same situation that RTruth is in. Technically, obviously two different scenarios, but like, there's nothing for RTruth to do besides come on TV every other week. There's nothing for AJ Styles to do. He's not competing for mid-card titles anymore. If you want to build him back to the phenomenal AJ Styles, then bro, like, have him win the Money in the Bank. Like, what other way do you have him get? Because I'm gonna be for real, him just calling out these superstars and losing, that shit ain't moving the needle, bro. Like, it's genuinely not. I think one way you get him back to the top of the food chain is by having him win Money in the Bank and cash in. Now, as far as it being on John Cena, I don't know. Word. I just said John Cena because they had that really good feud back in the day. I think that'd be cool to recall back on. And I still think they should recall back on that match, whether he wins Money in the, or obviously he's not winning Money in the Bank. But I think AJ Styles should definitely be one of John Cena's retirement matches. Not saying that AJ Styles should win, but I think it'd be a pretty interesting like match. But like, I don't know. I think like him not winning like really lets me know like
I don't think it's worth wasting. I don't think it's worth wasting Money in the Bank on.
For real?
That's my opinion. They could absolutely do John Cena and AJ Styles again. I don't think it should be John Cena's last match.
Nah, yeah.
They're both 10 years older now. I don't think anybody wants to see that. Dixie, do you want to see that?
I'm saying, but like, do you see where
I'll take that as a no.
I'm saying, you see where I'm coming from though, like, because the Money in the Bank is like literally meant
Awful,
to.
my mic wasn't working.
Oh no, you good. You
Forgot my
good.
show was muted.
Do you want to answer his question? He said, do you want to see AJ Styles versus John Cena? Basically.
I mean, match-wise, they're both older. It's like, I want to say for the moment, I guess, for the aura and hype moments.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what this whole reign's been. Aura and hype moments.
So I'm saying, like, y'all get where I'm coming from, though. Like, the Money in the Bank is literally made to build up a superstar. Like, who needs that more than AJ Styles right now in their career? Obviously, you know what I'm saying?
We named 3 people earlier. Yeah.
I'm saying, but like, y'all don't think AJ Styles deserves to be on that list, though?
Look,
because if not, he might as well. Damn, you don't think so?
Because if you think about it, he doesn't. It's like CM Punk. People really want to CM Punk John Cena match before Cena retires. You don't really need any like ulterior motivation, whether it be Money in the Bank or I don't know, anything else of that vein, to set up an AJ Styles and John Cena match. Like they can do it. Even if he's like,
it don't even gotta be on John Cena if he wins the. Like, I was just saying, like, just the briefcase in general. Like, he don't gotta cash in on John Cena. I just was saying, like, just as a, you know what I'm saying, word. Like, I'm just saying, like, bro, like, if, because I mean, which I keep saying if he doesn't win the Money in the Bank, he obviously he ain't in the match. But it's like, what direction are they going in with AJ Styles? Is he just gonna be this side, like, because the drop off is insane.
Released,
like, I'm not dead ass. He quite potentially might get released.
He's getting released
because the drop off from the peak is tremendously. It's peaks and valleys, bro. Like, big. Like, he is nowhere near the same like caliber as when he debuted. Like, he's not the same AJ Styles that we remember debuting at the Royal Rumble. And so it's like, if they're never gonna plan on like getting him semi-decently back to where he was, then why the hell are you keeping him on this roster? You're diminishing his accolades and his career in general. Like, you're diminishing everything he's did in the WWE. And that's what upsets me, because I genuinely enjoyed AJ Styles' WWE run at first. But now it's like, damn, like, he would be better off elsewhere, if I'm being so for real with you. He's not appreciated enough. And that's tough. That's tough. Damn.
It's a retirement tour, man. I don't know. He's old, man. This is supposed to be like his last few walks in the sun. He doesn't need to like be the main event guy anymore.
For real? I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's old to where he can't wrestle no more. He's obviously,
he can still cook in the ring.
That's
of
what
course.
I'm saying. So it's like, it ain't like he's just washed, like just can't wrestle anymore. He's jacked as he's ever.
But he's definitely not washed.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like those AJ Styles.
He's not washed in the slightest.
At all.
That's what I'm saying. It's just I don't know.
I didn't call him washed. Did I?
No,
I don't think he's washed.
No, I'm not saying you did.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
But I think it's just like
people online.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's crazy. No, I just think his time as the guy in WWE's past, people's like main event windows are so short.
Yes,
I think that's
yeah.
Even like the stars, like you think, like Stone Cold and The Rock, their time in the main event was like 4 or 5 years maybe. And
yeah.
I mean, Styles didn't get as long of a main event run as they did. He had maybe like 2 or 3 years, something like that. But I mean, that just goes to show you the business moves fast.
And I mean,
there's a lot of other names. They just get cycled in and out of like the top spots, and I think that's okay. I think that's how you know the business is healthy.
Yeah.
Because if AJ Styles had been like the top guy for, basically his entire WWE run for 9 years, it's like, one, I don't even know if he would have wanted that. It probably would have just been hell on his body, given, how long he's been doing this. He's been doing this since AJ Styles was in WCW. I don't know
that's
if
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Know that he's been doing this forever. I imagine he just wants to take a rest.
Yeah.
And have a lighter schedule and all that stuff, spend more time with his family, and I think that's okay.
Nah, yeah, and I don't hate it. It's just, I mean, obviously, it's just really like you said, if this is what he wants, then I mean, hey, it is what it is. But like I said, as a fan of AJ Styles, and I ain't gonna harp on this much longer because we do got, it's getting late. But I just would have liked to see him get one last shot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Money in the Bank would have literally been the best way to get there. Because now I don't think there is a way you get him that last shot. You feel me? Like, yeah, you can have him have the match with John Cena, but he's not gonna win that. I promise you, he's not. Like, he shouldn't be the one to dethrone John Cena. Like, that's just not how you do that. And so it does suck. And like I said, I ain't gonna harp on it much longer. But as an AJ Styles fan, it does suck to see how he's going out. If that makes any sense, like, it just sucks. But yeah.
And I guess to address the Money in the Bank thing real quick, just using Money in the Bank as a vehicle for like a singular feud in a title run.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad booking. That's not good booking.
And that's why I wouldn't want AJ Styles to do it because
I wasn't
it'd
even
be like
referring
one
to that
match.
as well. I wasn't referring. I was just saying. You know what I'm saying? Word. I wasn't saying like it didn't even have to be John Cena. I was just recalling back to their feud back in Word. It could have been anybody. Like they could have. I don't know. It's just tough. But
I get it.
Word. And I guess there was a lot more that we want to talk about. We'll talk about that on the next pod. Because I definitely want to like teaser or spoiler alert for next week. One of the topics were remove one WWE legend forever: Randy Orton, Edge, Batista, or Jeff Hardy. And I definitely want to talk on that, but we'll save that one for next week. Word. So be on the lookout for that topic because that's gonna be fire, bro. But with that being said, I'll let Mason lead us in the Bird is the Word topic or segment of the night, bro. And we get on out of here.
I got a fire one. Oh man. Okay.
Let him cook.
Today's Bird in the Word segment is the WWE Time Machine. You get to go back. You get to go back into WWE history and change. I want to say 3 things because, I mean, we can come up with a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like one would just be limited in.
Yeah,
you get to change. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just agreeing. Yeah.
You get to change any 3 moments in WWE history.
Bet.
And I will preface it by saying this. You cannot change any deaths.
Damn.
You cannot change any injuries.
Okay.
But I guess to get around that to get around the injuries part anyway, you can, like, I guess change a scenario which would have caused an injury to happen. So, for instance,
Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. So that'd be a good example.
Yeah,
like,
I guess so. If you wanted something like that.
Okay. Bet.
I guess what I was gonna say was like, if, for instance, one of my things I think I would change, Big E doesn't lose at what was it at day 1. So like instead of Brock Lesnar coming in, like I couldn't say Roman Reigns doesn't get sick or whatever else, but Big E retains at day 1. He keeps his reign going at least for a bit longer, and we don't get him and like the New Day fighting with the Brawling Brutes, and then Big E gets injured and all that stuff. Like that, I would have said. But just saying Big E doesn't break his neck, I feel like that's kind of cheating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can see that. I'm writing my 3 down now, but you can go ahead and are we each taking turns doing 1? Or are we just going ahead and listing our 3?
I think taking turns doing 1 would be nice.
I bet you can go ahead. Dixie.
You just go in a circle.
Bet.
Ooh.
I just had it in my head.
Okay. And I have my third, my first, but I don't have a second, so I'm gonna do my third. What I would change is at WrestleMania 34, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, should have won that world title. That loss ended everything. Everything for Shinsuke. He should have won that belt. He should have won the belt. And I'm gonna stand on that forever.
No, that's
literally
a perfect one. I didn't even think about that.
Dude, they ruined so bad.
That's a good one. That is.
I mean, we talked about it before, but man.
Okay. And my first one is kind of like a 2-1, but I'd more so lean towards 1. And the first one I'd go back and change is Brock Lesnar breaking the streak, bro. Like, I think that was the worst. I don't think that was the right move, bro. Like, I just don't think that was it. That one. Because the reason why I said it's a 2-part answer, because I think that Shawn Michaels should have broke it whenever they did that part 2. I forgot what WrestleMania it was, but it was the second match in that feud. I think Shawn Michaels should have been the worst.
Yeah, 26.
I think so. It's where they had that fire the promo package. That I say this all the time. That's my favorite promo package ever. I think Shawn Michaels should have been the one to break that streak. And if not Shawn Michaels, Triple H that following year, or where Shawn Michaels was the special guest referee. or hell, even anybody but Brock. I think they picked the worst. Like, even Roman Reigns could have broke that bit if they wanted to really push him as like the new, because I feel like that win didn't mean any significance because the streak was already broken. It was just another loss for Undertaker, so it really diminished Roman Reigns' win at WrestleMania whenever he defeated Undertaker, and I just think anybody but Brock Lesnar should have broke the streak. So that's one thing I would go back in history and change is Brock Lesnar breaking the streak. That made me sick to my stomach, bro. No cap. And I changed that. That's my first one.
Word skis.
Now I gotta think. What's my second? Let me think.
That's what I'm trying to think.
I can go in the meantime.
Yeah, you can definitely go. I gotta look.
Fuck. I hope I'm not stealing this from either one of you. This is a pretty big one. And I'm trying... Well, because I was trying to think of, like, the stuff I had in my mind before, and I can't remember it any... I know one of them was, like, NXT based. Like, I'm going real small.
Yeah.
Like, just because I want to see, like, the topic effects. I can't think of that, though. So I'm going to think of, like, a bigger one, which would be...
Ooh.
And this is hard, because there are actually two moments where they really, really messed this up. And I'm trying to think of, like, the one that's more important. I think the one that's more important... what is it? The Fiend beats Goldberg at Super Showdown 2020.
Dude.
Okay. That's a good one.
Because
that's actually a really good one.
That tanked all of Bray Wyatt's momentum, and I would really like to see what could have been if they didn't just kill like the Fiend's character in that moment.
Hated that. I hated when they had Goldberg go over Bray.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucked.
Well, and they were trying to set up like Roman versus Goldberg at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is just
and then it didn't happen at all.
Didn't even happen. It's just not. It's not interesting in the slightest.
And you can go ahead, Dixie. I'm still thinking about my second.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think. I think I have mine.
I was gonna say it's tough. I
know because I know I got
there's
one
so
more,
many.
but I'm trying to save that for last though. I you know what I'm saying,
like,
word.
Yeah, there's so many. Just like damn, like I'm gonna go with this one. SmackDown 2019.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston.
Ooh, I was gonna say
Kofi losing his championship in literally fucking what 6, 7 seconds?
6 seconds.
Wait, listen.
Jumped right
and
into
then
his
literally,
arms.
and then literally nothing. He never goes ever. Nothing happens. He goes back into the New Day tag team, and that's it. End of story.
Bro,
like what was the point?
But I swear I was literally gonna say that, but I was like, damn, it's gonna sound like I'm really hating on Brock Lesnar if I say that. So I'm so glad you said that because like, how is he a part of two of the most controversial
fuck him
endings ever? Like,
I'm saying he's not a good person.
I mean, he do got them they are allegations, but them some serious allegations, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, but
fuck him. that's how I feel about Brock Lesnar.
Nah, I definitely agree though with that one though. Bro, I genuinely don't know what because I know my last one. I guess I feel like this is a cheap one, but I guess because I mean I've been talking about it all night, bro. It's Money in the Bank season. I feel like LA Knight not winning, not the first time nor the second time, is crazy to me. Like I think that's very crazy, especially. Bro, and like I said, matter of fact, the first Money in the Bank where Damian Priest won it. Till this day, I still think that was the wrong decision. I think LA Knight should have been the one to win that briefcase. Yeah, like I said this a couple pods ago, but people are blinded by the fact that the cash-in was so special. But you could have did the same thing with LA Knight, bro. Like it made like
exactly, and
bro,
it would have been better.
Yes, bro, and he was just so over. Like he was even more over than he is now, and that's saying something. And so, if I had to go back in time and change one moment, the second moment I would change is LA Knight not winning at I forgot which Money in the Bank it was. Was it 2023?
Yeah.
2023 Money in the Bank where Damian Priest in his spot won that. I think LA Knight was the most over he was ever gonna be. And LA in the Bank sounded so fire. And it still does. That's why I feel like he should win it. Cause ain't it in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
It is in LA.
Oh my!
He's not from LA though.
But
I just need that to know.
I know he's not from. I know he's
from
not
Maryland.
From. I know he's not. But bro, tell me that is not fucking crazy. If he won Money in the Bank in Los Angeles as LA Knight, like bro, come on, like But yeah, that'd be what I changed, bro. Not to harp on it too long. That'd be what I changed. Him not winning in 2023. I hope they make up for it this year, though. I really do. And so this is our final one, right?
Yep.
Bet,
and I can go.
I got mine in the.
I go my last one. I have. Ooh. Okay. No. The second one isn't as good. Okay. This one is gonna be weird because I have absolutely no follow up for what happens after this. But I think it would be an interesting, change in like the future, well down the line of WWE. Well, not like well down the line. It would be an interesting change for like what's happening right now in WWE, or at least how everything is going on. So we're gonna go 2013 Money in the Bank. Instead of what is it? Instead of Cody Rhodes breaking up, instead of Damian Sandow breaking up Team Rhodes Scholars by turning on Cody Rhodes and getting the Money in the Bank briefcase, it's the other way around, and we get heel Cody Rhodes turning on Damian Sandow, and Cody is the one who gets the Money in the Bank briefcase for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's actually tough. That would literally change the it would change everything.
Yeah, that changes a lot.
Everything, literally. That is crazy. That's a good one, though.
I really wanted to say, like, what if Damian Sandow won his match and he becomes like, whenever he cashed in on Cena and he lost, what if he won instead and then he becomes the top guy? That one I don't like as much because
I like the Cody one more.
Well, it was leading into like the John Cena Randy Orton rivalry when they unified the championships. So Sandow, if he won, he was just going to lose it again a couple months later. He also he's not as good, I guess, as like as we want to remember him being. Like he was a good talker, he had a really good character and everything, but aside from that, he wasn't like the best wrestler. So it wouldn't have been that interesting.
Yeah, I feel that. You, what's your last one? Dixie?
I got my last.
Okay.
And I'm a stand on this one. Oh man. All right, check it. This is gonna be a little recent.
Okay.
But if I could go back in time, I would have never turned John Cena heel. I would have kept him a babyface for this retirement run. Because think about it. Hear me out. Think about it. He can have that match with Gunther. That probably would have been a good-ass little match. And then having that moment at WrestleMania, babyface John Cena winning the 17th world title in front of 50,000 or whatever. That would have been huge. It would have been a better match than the Cody match. It would have been a great moment. I feel like it maybe would have made the WrestleMania better than what it was.
Low-key,
yes, honestly.
Low-key cooking, bro. Low-key. And I think I'd have to agree with you just because there really wasn't no need for him to turn heel. He literally won the Elimination Chamber fair and square. Like I think was it Seth Rollins came back in and cursed on somebody, CM Punk?
Yeah, he cursed on Punk.
But regardless, he won though. There was no need for him to, turn heel. Not to say I'm not enjoying it, because it is cool seeing this side of John Cena and but it is it was very unnecessary. I say that much. It was very unnecessary. So I like that one. That's a good one. And I'm glad we all featuring Cody in our last one, because if I could go back in time and change one, if I had a time machine and they was like, you only get one use of it, and I had to go back in time, it would be WrestleMania 40. Yeah, it'd be WrestleMania 40, night 2, main events. I'm having Roman Reigns retain. I'm having Roman Reigns retain. He's retaining, bro. I do not care what nobody says.
When he mentioned Cody, I knew
bro,
it.
I'm telling you, bro, right now, bro. I'm having Roman Reigns retain, bro. And you mentioned John Cena being a babyface. Babyface John Cena could have been the one to end the reign, bro. Like anybody else but Cody Rhodes, bro. I was sick when he ended the reign. He should have broke Hogan's record, bro. And he should have been the second behind Bruno to be the longest reigning champion. But now he's behind that racist Hulk Hogan, and he forever will be. And Hulk Hogan will always be number 2 because nobody will ever come close to that title reign ever again, bro. And I'm sick that they messed up. They messed that up. literally had it in their hands. They had the opportunity of a lifetime in their hands to finally like surpass Hulk Hogan and kind of like put him in the background of WWE. Even though he's done a ton for the business, he's actually tarnished it a lot as well. And Roman Reigns would have been a great option to be at number 2 behind Bruno. And I think he was robbed of that opportunity. And I think that it was just, I don't know, like, yeah, the match was 10 out of 10. I think that probably, in my opinion, is one of the greatest matches of all time, and realistically one of the greatest endings of all time. But there's something deep down inside of me that just knows that Roman Reigns should have retained and be the longest or the second longest reigning champion of all time. Because, bro, him being behind Hulk Hogan just does not sit right with me, bro. I just do not like it, and I think it's bad for WWE history, bro. Like, it sucks, bro. Like, and they could have even had, and he didn't even have to hold it much longer after that. I ain't saying he had to hold it all the way until the next WrestleMania. He could have literally lost that bit at, like, SummerSlam to Roman Reigns or something if they really wanted to build that PLE up or whatnot. But I don't know. Like I said, this is more of a biased answer, but the question is, what would I change? And that's one thing that I would change, bro. That's one thing that I would change. Roman Reigns not losing at WrestleMania 40. That's
Or really pulled the racism card, so we would be
bro,
on
I'm
his side
just
for that.
saying,
Dog
bro.
shit ass
Bro,
tape.
that's crazy. All right, bro.
That shit was dog water, dookie
bro.
cheeks.
Bro, I'll stand on that mountain until I die, bro. That Cody, and this a topic for another day, just because I don't want to prolong this pod even more longer. I think we're going on 2 hours, especially with the power outage. But like I'll stand on this too. I think that Cody Rhodes title reign was very mediocre. Like, it really didn't live up to, it didn't live up to the 1,000-day title reign that our GOAT, our tribal chief Roman Reigns put on that title. Not saying that it was a bad title reign, but it wasn't what everybody made it out to be, and that's why I thank God John Cena saving wrestling and ruining wrestling at the same time. Thank you, John Cena. I appreciate you. Thank you, King. Thank you, GOAT. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this week's Bird is the Word. I know we coming in, we're closing in on midnight. This has been a longer pod. This has probably been one of the more frustrating pods to like film, because holy, like, not only did we start late, we started at 9 o'clock, chat, and then literally halfway through the pod, or not even halfway through the pod, my internet crashed, bro. My internet crashed. And we couldn't spark up the live again after that. So now we're literally recording it. So yeah, like, if you guys enjoyed the podcast, y'all be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It does go a long way. And also comment down below, who do you think will win Money in the Bank? We're genuinely curious to see who you guys think.
El Grande. Let me stop.
Hey, I'm letting you cook. But with that being said, is there anything you want to say to the people before we head out, Mason?
Man, shout out MARIAH, mate, bro.
Hey, also, chat. Don't know if y'all know that, but that bit Mason. Hey, he might be making content soon, and I ain't talking about OF content.
I mean, we all saw the logo. No,
yeah, fast. Hey, coming soon, chat.
Only Mason.
Y'all be on the lookout for that. And once he gets, you got a channel made already yet or no? If so,
yeah, I mean, I can just use the channel I got now, probably.
All right, I'll put it in the description. And last but not least, Dixie, where can the people find you? And any final words?
You find me, JM Dizzle on YouTube. Bring back Dakota Kai.
Facts, hey, yo, facts. And with that being said, this is the Bird's Nest Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 6 now? I think
6.
Yeah. Hey,
Big
number
6.
6.
Big 6.
With that being said, it's the boy Jay Bird, Mason, and Dixie. This is the Bird's Nest Podcast, and we out. W pod, bro.
Yes.